Welcome back to episode 85 of the Block Runner Podcast. I'm your host, William, always here with your co-host, Iman.
What's going on, Willis?
All right. So a lot has happened in the last couple of days, dude. Not even just in the
Yeah.
crypto world, but also like in the personal world. But
Mm.
but the crypto world is far more interesting, especially with
Especially
this.
now
Yeah, with
when everyone's like overnight rich, basically,
yeah,
dude.
overnight rich. That's right. So
You know what's so crazy about that? Like, dude, whenever that Uniswap, yeah, I guess explain why everyone's overnight rich first. What
yes.
happened?
So I think 48 hours ago, everybody got a notification that they received. Well, I guess they can claim 400 Uniswap tokens, and so Uniswap had their own little airdrop, very similar to Rarible,
Hmm.
and now roughly like 20,000 addresses has 400 unis.
Yeah. All you had to do is like at some point in your life interacted with the protocol with like a MetaMask, right?
Yeah, even
Or
if it was a
any
failed
wallet, really.
transaction, it counts.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So their airdrop was 100% participation based. You know, as long as you had any kind of participation within their ecosystem, you are now a part of their governance infrastructure.
that's right.
Basically, you are a citizen of the Uniswap society.
It was
You
that
know what I mean?
easy. It was that easy.
Yeah, which is awesome for a lot of people, for anybody. It doesn't even see this. It turned out to be awesome for everyone. It doesn't matter what part of the world you are. But the thing that what's hilarious is how like I was seeing things on Twitter of, like people from like countries like Argentina and shit. Like this dude would post like his Uniswap $1,500 cash out. And he's like, oh my god. He's
Yeah.
like my life is saved type shit. Like I could finally eat again. I was like, damn, dude, that's pretty dark, but also cool at the same time.
Yeah, it's pretty dark.
Like this guy must have been in a bad spot in his life to where like
Yeah.
to me it's like he's like, well, that was cool. Like $1,500, dude. Like thanks, Uniswap, but nothing changed for me, dude, because I'm a fucking American, dude. Like
Yeah.
everything's god tier expensive over here.
Yeah, $1,500 is burnt like
Doesn't
within
even
two
cover like a
weeks.
month of debt or like a month of like you know what's the shit of like burn rate, I guess. So not that big of a deal, but for a lot of people, dude, that's like a shit ton of money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
And so
but
if
we
you
called this, man.
yeah, if you had multiple wallets interact with Uniswap, you got multiple 400 drops.
That's true. So
So,
in my case, I had two drops, fortunately.
yeah, I had 2 drops as well and potentially 3 depending on if Dharma pulls through. And I
Mm.
like Dharma because I like the user interface. I like and they pay for all the gas fees. And so
Yeah,
I think you
which
should
is
look
big
into it.
deal.
Yeah, it's a big deal. You should look into it, man. Now that you have a new
Nah.
phone, now it's
Oh yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
because
I'll look into it for
you
sure.
tried using it.
Huh?
You tried using it, and your old phone didn't work.
Yeah, dude, my phone was a piece of shit, the old one. But this one, I'm definitely gonna look into it just because like I am starting to get way more active, like in the trading realm. Like
Yeah,
I'm almost daily now, or maybe I'd say weekly. I'm making like new position entries.
yeah,
So yeah, dude, that's expensive as fuck. Like every time I'm blowing like it's like 20-30 bucks just to do that.
yeah. So what they do, like in peak times, they pay for most of the gas fee, but there's like a surge fee. So you end up paying a little bit, but not like $20 a pop.
Yeah, I guess that's all right. But
Yeah.
what's more interesting to me is what's going to end up happening on these feeless platforms, in the future.
We're gonna
Either
talk about
either
that.
layer two or like Polkadot, you know.
That's the thing. I keep saying, and we've said it in the past couple of podcasts. I think every single project is going to exist on layer two.
Yeah,
Layer one
doesn't work.
projects, it doesn't work. It's just too expensive, and there's too much resistance, and it doesn't make sense. I think layer one is
Yeah,
going to be used for like more like larger order transactions,
yeah, which makes sense. And it's like,
which need that level of security, right? They need $20 worth of security,
yeah,
right, per transaction. So we're looking at at the UNA to USD on Coinbase chart, and what's funny here is like every single person who knows just enough about meme lines, they drew this exact same line. It was funny. We got online, man, and we compared notes, and you and I drew the exact same lines, right? Which
yeah,
is good, right? We everyone that means everyone else is drawing the exact same line. So
Yeah.
this bull pennant. It's like you see this flagpole, and then you have this pennant here, and with this formation, it's supposed to break through the
Hmm.
resistance line, and it did the exact opposite.
Yeah, this is like a classic continuation pattern. Like if you were to, I don't know, like if you were like in some kind of like economics college course, maybe this is part of the education material. I'm not really sure. I'm not an
Yeah,
economics major, but I'm pretty sure this is one of their test questions. Like, yo, what is this pattern? What
yo,
is this supposed to do?
yeah,
You know, and I'm pretty sure the answer isn't this.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
This shit is the opposite of what's supposed to happen on this pattern. So that this is like a good PSA to all you fucking like TA out there. Like like all the people who like swear by this stuff, like it's not,
Yeah.
you know, you can't ever go wrong, dude, by the technicals. Like
Yeah,
here we
but you
go,
know
dude.
what? I think the technicals did work in the sense that you and I drew the exact same line because we followed the standard of drawing these lines.
Uh-huh.
But you're right. Like someone didn't get the memo that it was supposed to bounce from here and then just break
Totally.
through.
Yeah, so I had interest in like, you know, the price movement of this token. I sold half at like literally at the top of this fucking
Yeah.
run up. So I was happy with that price. And it was just going too crazy, dude. It was like all the signals were there of like exuberance. You know, you go on Twitter, pretty much everyone and their mom is like $10 minimum, like,
Yeah.
and like I was already starting to see like $100 like predictions and shit. Like the euphoria, it just hit so quickly. Probably because everybody was in this shit like together.
Yeah.
So like the euphoria bubble was even more like fucking pronounced. Like people were just like, "Argh!" Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
collectively circle jerking about Uniswap
Right.
for good reason though. Uniswap is no joke. Uniswap, which we've talked about before, like is the reason DeFi exists. You know what I mean?
That's true. I mean, for several months we were wondering why Uniswap doesn't come out with their own token.
Yeah, but then we started delving into like the yield farming craze. Like, what the fuck is going on? Why are people buying like sushis and like, you know, pasta bowls and stuff?
Impossible.
And then immediately we realized it's just all these protocols are just leeching the network effect from Uniswap because they fucked up
Yeah.
and not, you know, incorporating a reward token from the get go. You know, that was a problem.
Yeah.
So now we're seeing like Uniswap reclaim, you know, their throne, and they're like, you know, fuck off me, peasants. Like,
Yeah. I mean, they're worth, $650 million, so they deserve it.
yeah, I mean, like if you go to the DeFi section of CoinGecko,
Right there.
right there, DeFi. I mean, yeah, do Uniswap 6? Like, come on. I would put Uniswap number one, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would put use. Yeah, for sure. Number one.
I mean, Chainlink probably has more like a broader use case, right? Because Chainlink is kind of like it's used for anything. I think it's more of like a data transfer tool, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Chainlink.
Yeah.
So maybe Chainlink overall should have a higher market cap, but like if we're talking Chainlink, some people make the case like Chainlink isn't even DeFi, right?
Yeah.
It probably isn't. It's like some other thing. It's like an infrastructure tool,
It's an
dude. Like,
oracle. It's how
yeah,
to get information to a smart contract in a decentralized way.
yeah. So I'm not really sure why they're listed as DeFi. It's not like they're. It's a essential tool that DeFi is going to need for it to exist, and especially like to service like the world, I guess, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So if we were
but
taking it
if
that way, it would be Uniswap number one, Compound number two, and then everything else.
potentially, I mean, I'm okay with Year in Finance being number two, I guess, because they kind
Yeah.
of like they were the first mover as far as like offering like a full suite DeFi platform, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
I
From
think
what I
that's
understand, you're in finance. What they do is they take your money and via a protocol, they move your money into the highest yield of
interesting.
of whatever's connected to their platform. But
Okay.
that's one we definitely need to do a deep dive on just to
Yeah,
understand it a little bit
definitely.
more. But
Yeah, 100%.
I think we
Because
have like another couple of projects that we have in mind that could do very well. and we just need to look into it.
Yeah, definitely. But just for the sake of this conversation, just all I'm saying is like currently Uniswap is in sixth position. It's going to be above Year in Finance at some point, you know,
Yeah.
at some point. So take that information with however you want.
So this fully diluted market cap, I think it's misleading because, for example, only 10% of Uniswap tokens are in circulation, roughly
Yeah.
100 million out of a billion.
Yeah.
And because those are the only ones in circulation, that's why the price is as high. I think so. I mean, I don't think what I'm saying is fully diluted market cap doesn't really tell us anything. It doesn't like tell us anything about the price or anything like that.
Okay.
So because
Yeah, I agree.
once they're all out, let's say a whole billion tokens are out, then you're not gonna see 6 billion. You're probably gonna see like 1 or 2 billion, which is where I think it should be at a market cap, 1 or 2
I think it's
billion.
going to get 1 or 2 billion before all those tokens are released.
Well, for sure. So yeah, but at a fully diluted market cap, once all tokens are released, I'm thinking that it's going to stabilize around 1 or 2 billion because I think that's what it's worth. Obviously, we'll see what happens, but
yeah, like the damn protocol I think did like 1.5 billion in volume like in a year or something like that. Or I'm not really sure. Maybe it's more than that, but
no, it's more than that because they're doing like 200 to 300 million per day.
okay.
That's more
I
than
saw like a one and a
Coinbase.
half billion number somewhere. I don't know, but basically they have their numbers somewhere like where they're
Oh, it's probably in their
like their token
their token.
explanation.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's take a look at that. They're basically touting their accomplishments, like, "Yo, we're airdropping these things, but we're actually the shit. So pay attention. Here it is."
So supported over 20 billion in volume.
8 billion. Wow. Okay.
So 270,000 of which were socks, the NFT sock tokens,
Yeah.
traded by over 250,000 unique addresses. Damn.
Very good. That is no joke. That is about as good of traction you're gonna get in this space. You know what I
Yeah, but
mean?
if you think about it, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, 250,000 wallets, that's not a whole lot, right?
No, it's not. Yeah, of course it's not, dude.
That's not
It's like
even
not
that's not
even
even a
like a
million. I mean, let's like
It's not even like a decent town in America, you know. That's
right.
that's my college town right there, dude.
I think Coinbase was onboarding millions in the peak of 2017 per day.
Oh yeah, dude, we're nowhere near that. Like, if you look at the
Damn.
Google Analytics for like key blockchain terms like blockchain, cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Ethereum, we're at all-time lows for all those search terms.
That's
Like,
amazing, dude.
yeah,
That is amazing. That means 99.9% of people are not paying attention as to what's happening.
yeah. So everything we're seeing, as far as like, you can call what just happened to DeFi like a bubble.
But
It's still
it's
like it's a bubble within like our own world. Like there was no outside influence, you know.
right.
Like it's just we're
That's
still just
crazy, dude. That's so
yeah.
crazy.
Like there's no institutional money here. There's no retail money here. This is just crypto
But
fanboys going ham currently. So
you know,
we're still that early. You know what I
well,
mean?
we know institutional money is getting involved. Maybe not in this specific direct case, right, with Uniswap or anything like.
Oh yeah,
I doubt like there's a huge $1 billion financial firm using Uniswap to trade their tokens,
no.
right? So
No.
you're right, 100%. You're right. But I think there is financial involvement. It's just not in this direct space. Or they're
Well
using
yeah.
they're probably selling hardware wallets, right, to each other. It's like this hardware wallet has a billion worth of tokens, and I'll sell it to you for 900 million, and then they just send it to them, and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're like at the Mount Gox phase as far as DeFi goes. Like we just saw our first like euphoric run up for this for all this whole movement, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
This whole sector. Just like, the whole Mount Gox thing had no retail involved. It was just like crypto early adopters like, going crazy. Cause like all of a sudden there's like an infrastructure that was built for them to create like this speculative marketplace, right?
right, right.
For Bitcoin. same thing's happening here. All of a sudden, there's this influx of speculative tools that just got thrown into the market for DeFi, and then off to the races, dude. Went ham.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so we're like nowhere. Hopefully, like this
That's
DeFi,
mind-boggling to me because like
huh?
we're seeing such crazy prices right now, and you think like so many people are involved, but we're talking thousands of people, handful.
Yeah, yeah, it is crazy. So this is a space you definitely don't want to
So
fucking
you know what, and going
not be a
back to the
part of, dude.
conversation of this, the pennant. Maybe the pennant works when there's critical mass involved. Looking at charts.
Yeah, like when there's based on my own personal experience in 2017, I don't have experience of like pre bull run territory, right? I came into this market like as soon as the retail mania started happening, the summer of 2017, right?
Yeah.
So my only exposure to this whole world was like every meme line was working. Like it was just such a bullish environment. Like you couldn't go wrong. You like you put your money in anything almost. It's like self-fulfilling, gains.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right. This is we're not in that territory yet. So yeah, I wouldn't be going off of technicals for anything current like right now.
Yeah. I think you gotta have critical mass because man, if we're talking about millions of people, they would be doing the exact same line and they would be buying right here and it would just shoot up.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. That's usually what happens.
So because we have a bunch of people who don't know what they're doing, they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna panic sell as soon as it touches that line," and that's it.
Potentially.
Yeah. Potentially.
Or meme
I'm
lines are just
speculating, of
bullshit.
course. Yeah. Or meme lines are bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah. Either way, like Uniswap, I don't think this shit's done, dude. This is like Chainlink 2.0 in the making. Meaning, like this thing's probably gonna run for like another 2 months.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's gonna find some ridiculous valuation that like nobody agrees with, but like, and then it's gonna correct after that. And then it's on to the next craze. That's why like, okay, so let's segue into that. So after witnessing this and understanding how attractive like decentralized exchanges are becoming, so naturally you're starting to think, okay, what's next? Who's going to do this next? Polkaswap is what I've been hearing is like the next big DeFi exchange platform because it's supposed to do everything Uniswap does, but better with no fees, interoperable with like Bitcoin and any other blockchain, shit like that, right? So like the name of the game is, dude, how do I get their airdrops whenever they come, dude?
Oh, for sure. For sure. I think
if they come.
Yeah, if we could get nothing but airdrops, dude, that'd be enough to like to keep the train moving, if you will.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's jump into that. So we got a little correction here, but I want to see. So yeah, I think it's going to trade sideways from here. But all right, let's look at the first one. So Pokeswap. So we have a comparison to Uniswap is Pokeswap, and I'm thinking any token in the Pokeswap network is going to be probably going to be using Pokeswap. And one of the questions that we have is why are they using SORA V2 network? Like what's the incentive? What's the correlation between Pokeswap and SORA?
Yeah.
And so we know that they're using, they're going to be launching this pretty soon, and there's no Pokeswap tokens yet. And so we're trying to figure out how do we get involved so that when the airdrop happens, we get an airdrop.
Mm-hmm.
So let's look at SORA. And this is one of the difficult things to understand is like when you read their website, it looks like they're a platform to fund projects such as the ones down here, like Koso, Chester's Cherries, and these different projects, right? We have a wine business over here,
mm-hmm.
and then we have D3 Ledger for digital assets. I mean, it's hard to understand why Pokeswap is using SORA to kind of run their network with this token.
Yeah, I agree.
So we got the tech Hyperledger. So this is a permissioned blockchain platform. So now we go back to like old school 2017 terms where there's permissionless and there's permissioned.
Mm-hmm.
And so this one's using Hyperledger from what isn't this IBM?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it is IBM.
But what's the Iroha part? Is like what Hyperledger Iroha is just like a
So it looks like Iroha has intrinsic support for identity management. Each user in the system has uniquely identified account with personal information, and each
okay.
transaction is signed and associated with a certain user. This makes Hyperledger Iroha perfect for various applications with KYC features.
Which is interesting. You wouldn't think this would be a point of interest for some kind of decentralized exchange platform, right? Or anything to do with a decentralized
Yeah, that's
entity.
dude. So it's not lining up. Like why?
Yeah.
Why?
Like, well, how is this like a selling point for a DEX? There's
So
no KYC in Uniswap, dude. That's the beauty of it,
yeah, there's no
right?
KYC, but is there KYC here?
No, I don't think so. But the thing I just don't understand. Like the whole beauty of Polkadot is like you're supposed to. You don't have to rely on like anyone else's network if you're building a project, especially as big as supposedly the Uniswap of Polkadot ecosystem. Why aren't you leveraging the technology of Polkadot in the first place? Like, why are you relying on like this other network to sustain your own network? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shouldn't you build like a substrate, like or like some like a blockchain of your own, which is I think the substrate. I mean, like that's what Sora did. It's substrate based. So why is Pokeswap relying on that? I don't know. We haven't done enough research. We need to find like the actual connection. As far as I know, like so they basically hijacked the Polkadot like brand. That's why everyone's kind of like anticipating this thing to be, you know, the go-to decentralized exchange platform on Polkadot. But it might not be, dude. It might
Yeah.
just be the name in itself. Where everyone's like kind of being misled. You know what I mean?
So, for the listeners out there, if you don't know what Pokeswap is, there's a short description on their website. It says Pokeswap is a non-custodial automated market maker DEX protocol for swapping tokens based on the Polkadot network. So, parachains and blockchains connected via a bridge. The
Hmm.
Pokeswap protocol effectively removes trusted intermediaries and provides the opportunity for faster trading. Pokeswap is open source software licensed under Apache v2. So this is
Okay.
interesting. So what this tells me is if you have a blockchain, you can use and a token that represents that blockchain, you can use a bridge to or build your blockchain using parachains to use Pokeswap to trade your tokens on there. So, which is pretty useful. I guess it's going to be dependent on how big Polkadot ecosystem is going to be, and
Mm-hmm.
we suspect it's going to be good, pretty large because of its technology, which starts linking all these different blockchains together onto a single network, which again goes back to what Andreas Antonopoulos was talking about on our podcast, where you have multi-chain single network applications, which are now coming up.
Yeah, definitely.
So he's foreseeing this happening, and we suspect Polkadot network is going to be the chain that with all the traction. And there's another project called Cosmos, which has been trying to do this for since I can remember. I mean, at least 2016 or 2017.
Mm. Yeah, unfortunately, you could try as much as you want, dude, but can you get that network
Yeah,
effect?
can you get that traction? And
Yeah,
most importantly, Polkadot's associated with Gavin Wood, which is a co-founder of Ethereum. So there's that,
yeah,
which
yeah. But
is
it's not like Pokeswap came out of
at a,
nowhere either. Pokeswap's been in development probably since like 2016 as well. Like they
yeah,
ICO'd in 2017,
right.
but they've just been spending the last 3 years actually developing the damn thing. But yeah, like so naturally they're gonna get all the hype, and which they did. They just came out roaring, top 5 market cap right off the get go, pretty much. Uh, So this is it, man. This is supposed to be like the big savior. You know, right now, DeFi, it's a proven thing. It's a proven concept. Everybody wants it. Everybody loves it. So what's the next phase? I mean, it pretty much broke Ethereum. So either everyone integrates layer two solutions like XDAI,
Matic.
Matic, or everyone just kind of like bridges their shit to Polkaswap or Polkadot. I mean, you
Yeah.
know. So this is definitely the sector to be paying attention to. I think this is where
So
I
it's,
think we should spend the most time
oh,
because like
absolutely.
we totally fucked up. We need to talk about this.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Like we fucked up in the sense that we had our mind our attention on DeFi from the very beginning. Like we understood the value of compound and all these protocols being built, but
We sort of fell off of that for multiple reasons. One of them,
yeah
including was
yeah
Decentraland. But
yeah we discovered Decentraland pretty much at the same time, right?
yeah, but even on top of that, there was nothing to really like consider DeFi anything serious because it was just at the time it was just like, hey, stake your DAI and you get interest on your DAI, and that was it.
Yeah, it's literally like how people are perceiving like NFTs and like our space that we're developing in. Like they look at us like, oh, it's nothing to pay attention to because,
It's just
oh,
an NFT. It's
yeah,
a non fungible.
yeah, because we haven't tokenized it yet. Rarible's doing that, and they caught some wind.
Yeah,
It's kind of retracted, but I don't think it's over or anything. But
yeah,
that's the beginning. But the point is, yeah, we kind of disregarded the development of DeFi because there's no way for an outside participant to like engage or get a return from it unless you want to take advantage of boomer economics and like get these like, little micro yield returns
yeah, for
every month.
sure.
But to us that wasn't interesting. We were looking for the next big bang,
Yeah,
but little did we know we were looking right at it.
yeah,
But
we're looking at right at it.
we were looking at it in the fucking face, dude, like while it was like still like sleeping like a little baby, dude. And like then we found Decentraland, like, oh shit, like this is another thing with huge potential. And then that's what got Oscar on board, and then he started developing on the platform.
That's
And
right.
so our bubble became that for like pretty much a whole year.
Yeah,
That was all we thought about, all we were paying attention to. We're trying to solve problems in this ecosystem.
yeah,
And meanwhile, DeFi was like
bubbling.
fucking turning
Yeah,
into like this giant colony, dude. Like, right, while we weren't looking at it. But
yeah.
so, but then we started catching, it got so big and the mania was so strong that eventually
We couldn't
we
ignore
caught,
it.
yeah, we caught wind of it like from our peripheral. Somehow they tapped in like into our tunnel vision and we caught wind of it. But that's so then we started getting involved, and then what happens? Like a week later, it all comes tumbling down, dude. Like
Yeah,
we pretty
like
much caught,
total noob behavior.
yeah, 100% noob. We weren't noob at the beginning. At the beginning, we were smart money, dude.
Yeah,
That's what smart money does. They're around when like there is no money to be made. But the noobs come whenever everyone's making too much money. And that
right,
was us. Like
right,
we're
right,
like,
right.
oh shit, we can't miss out.
Yeah.
So
So
so now
now,
I'm thinking,
so
yeah,
we're trying to go back to smart money and figure out what projects and what sort of ecosystem is going to lead to a lot of people paying attention. And so for right
yeah,
now, I think it's Pokeswap and the fact that they solve a couple of things. They solve the fact that they're going to link all these different blockchains onto a single network. And like I said it before, there's been projects who've tried to do this, but none with the traction that Pokeswap has, especially with Gavin Wood.
you mean Polkadot?
Yeah, Polkadot. Sorry.
Yeah,
So there's that. Then they solve potentially the scalability issue with just the inherent design of their network, right?
yeah, totally.
And then this they haven't implemented a coin. I think DOT is available. It went from like $2.90 to $5 within like a week. So I don't think that's where it's going to stop.
No, hell no. I think it's gonna grow with the ecosystem.
Yeah,
Like we're already seeing, like I think it's over 200 projects that are
yeah,
being built.
for sure.
I mean,
So,
but
but right now, if we go back to CoinGecko and we look at DOT, it's number 5. It's number 5 blockchain project out of all of them.
Yeah. For the 4.5 billion market cap. Yeah. And the fact that it's we're not seeing an insane amount of sell pressure, so the market believes this is where it's supposed to be,
Yeah.
without really proving much yet. Like, to
Yeah.
be honest, like right now, most of their major like flagship products are still in like early development. They're not like, you know, consider this like when the time we were paying attention to Compound, where like it was a brand new protocol, people were just now starting to stake actual, money into them,
Mm-hmm.
and so we were witnessing that. Like, but there was no like that was it. There was nothing outside of that. It's just like an experimental phase. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think we're still in that range where projects are experimenting with all like the developer benefits of using their ecosystem over Ethereum.
For
I
sure.
guess once if the technology is as good as it's advertised, there should be like a natural onboarding of users, right?
Oh, I think so. I mean, as long as you're saying they can onboard people, and first of all, the developers start using their technology, then you're definitely going to see people getting on board into Pokeswap and
Well,
Polkadot.
yeah, all it takes is for some like legitimate DeFi products to start coming out of the Polkadot ecosystem, because it doesn't matter what blockchain DeFi is built on. That has no influence on like the value output of these protocols, right?
Yeah, because people will adopt a new wallet or do whatever to make money.
Yeah, as long as there's a source of money making opportunity,
People will figure
just
it out.
yeah,
They'll
just like
jump through
people, yeah,
hoops.
they'll go on some Tron protocol if it's they don't care if it's built on Tron, but if it's promising 2,000% yields, I'm gonna go fucking farm it,
Yeah.
you know. So same thing with Polkadot. All of this is the DeFi infrastructure needs to be built out and like opened for basically this new rush of like fucking moon boys to like run in and start playing. Basically, it's like a new casino is being built, dude.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, new casino. So this is like this is important to kind of capture the idea where we were paying attention to DeFi before it got popular, and right now we're trying to figure out how to participate in these networks to make sure we're in line for an airdrop.
Yeah. Well, yeah, for Pokeswap in particular, just because that's the only way they could do it, right? It's a decentralized protocol. And
Yeah,
in
and
this
then
case, there's no like they can't distribute it based on
so here we go.
uh
Here's the question: how are you going to distribute the P swap token?
okay.
In the course of development, the team will soon publish more information about the distribution of P swaps. Several ideas are under discussion. We will update the community as soon as possible. So they're still trying to figure that out.
Exactly. So yeah, when I saw that, basically, okay, we could think like a team because we are a team.
Right? Right?
We're thinking through the exact same thing they're thinking about. How are we going to distribute our tokens to our user base? So
Ah, so this leads to Sora.
yeah, kind of. Well, yeah, for me, it's like
Because what's the
Sora is the only thing in connection to Pokeswap, as far as I
right?
know.
So
So
that means that if you hold Sora tokens, we suspect.
also they have an app, right? So maybe you need some kind of like a Sora app account. You know what I mean?
Uh,
Potentially, just like how you needed a MetaMask account and you needed to interact with Uniswap.
oh, dude, you're right.
It
Shit.
seems like an easy.
Well, let's download it right now, dude. What are we waiting for?
It's definitely like yeah. So the idea is like let's think of every possible scenario you could think of. Like how if we were the Sora team, no, the Pokeswap team, and you were gonna drop 60% of your tokens onto like whoever you think is gonna be your community. How the fuck would you do that?
Oh,
Especially because
exactly.
it's not a protocol that's in use. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's still being built.
So
So
I'm actively looking up the application right now on my phone,
yeah.
and so okay, I
So
found it.
Sora's one. Uh, However you can get involved with Sora, do it just in case. Especially if it doesn't cost anything. What's the harm in creating 10 Sora accounts?
Yeah,
In hopes that like they airdrop to these Sora users. Each account gets a split of these airdrop tokens.
yeah, for sure.
It does all it costs is some time. Maybe some. inconvenience.
Okay.
Only 8 ratings, dude? No way.
Dude, 8 ratings?
Wow.
Okay, let's look at what the app does. So Sora is the first decentralized autonomous economy, a DAE, that works for all. Within the Sora app, users can earn XOR tokens by voting on projects added to Sora by producers of goods and services, and decide which projects should be funded, send and receive XOR tokens, stay up to date on all the latest Sora activities, build reputation points. The more you vote and invite others to the app, the more reputation points and XOR tokens you earn.
Okay. So I'm not impressed by Sora, even in the slightest, honestly.
Yeah, I mean it's
I
a
mean,
pretty weak description. 8 ratings. One guy's apparently not liking it.
one thing I am impressed about is that it went from like 10 cents to like whatever
To
it is right now.
$130.
Yeah. So it did like 1,000x. So that's pretty goddamn impressive. What drove that? I don't really know. That's something we missed out on, right? But I don't know. Apparently, it's something more significant than what I understand because Pokeswap is being built on top of this somehow. You know, there's something there.
Yeah.
But because of my own personal like sentiment, like I look at Sora, I'm like, what is this? Why is this so highly valued to Pokeswap? I don't see it, so it makes me like lose a little bit of enthusiasm for Pokeswap as a platform, and that's what gets me to like start exploring. Like, dude, maybe Pokeswap might. All it is a hijacked brand. There could be another decentralized exchange platform that is way better than it. We need to pay attention to those.
No, I totally agree. I think,
but still, you can't ignore it because everybody's looking at Polkaswap, dude. Like,
yeah,
I'm not saying like we jump off the bandwagon or nothing. It's just
no. So no, I totally agree with what you're saying. I think if as a team and thinking about how to airdrop tokens, you would want to reward the behavior that you want to encourage. So that behavior would be download the app and fund the app with XOR tokens.
Potentially, yeah. Potentially.
I mean,
we gotta buy XOR. Fuck. So there is a cost.
There is a cost.
Okay. Or it could be simply like if you have XORs in a MetaMask account, it gets distributed to that. Yeah, so purchasing XOR, that was my first hunch.
Yeah.
Like that was my first idea. Like, all right, I probably should buy some of these XORs. It could give me potential airdrops for Pokeswap.
So that means let's look up at Sora right now. Look at the price.
Yeah.
It's number 234 in ranking, $76. So it's not bad.
Not bad.
So we can look at the last 180 days and just.
Oh, that's some hot consolidation right there, dude.
Yeah. So that's this is a good time, dude. This is
it's definitely a good time to be buying and loading up on Sora, just from like a TA perspective, and also the potential possibly to get an airdrop
for sure.
out of it.
Yeah. I like this. I like this, and I like what we're thinking here because, if you go to the website, let me go back here. There's not a whole lot you can do. It says, introducing the Sora app. We are pleased to announce the Sora app, the next step in creating the Sora ecosystem, a decentralized autonomous economy that works for all. Users can send and receive. So the same thing they say on their app store.
Okay.
But that's about it. That is how you interact with Sora at the moment. There's nothing else besides reading the website and reading the presentation slides. Like, there's nothing else other than buying Sora, downloading the app, and that's
so is there like a technology there? Like I see a send and receive a wallet. So is there potential for this app, the Sora developer team or whatever, to kind of being the interface for this Pokeswap exchange? You know what I mean?
That's a good question. So let me go back to Pokeswap.
Right?
And
Pokeswap is a simple. Uniswap is literally just it's a web page. Like the app, all it has is like, an input and an output, dude, and that's it.
Yeah, Agreed.
That's the entire interface. It's as simple as you can get, but it works. You know.
Yeah. So it's funny. It says on the Pokeswap website, it says, how is Sora used in the Pokeswap protocol?
Good question.
So Pokeswap will be on top of the Sora network. And the Sora token, XOR, will be used for gas fees and liquidity provision on Pokeswap. XOR is a useful token for liquidity provision on Pokeswap because it is stable-ish, minimizing impermanent loss. Highly liquid because of the token bonding curve market maker, and neutral between other Polkadot ecosystem projects, but uses DOT and KSM as reserves.
What's KSM? Kusama?
Kusama, yeah.
Okay.
So that's another link here. It's like if you hold DOT or if you hold
True.
Kusama, you get
Yeah.
airdrop too.
That's true. These are all viable considerations. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And so, of course, they could be like, if you've been holding Kusama for, 2 years, then you get an airdrop or, something
Like
ridiculous.
that. Yeah.
Something where like screws a bunch of people. But it doesn't seem like that's the trend. Like,
Yeah,
for example,
they're not trying to. They're trying to get it in.
they're
as
trying to
many
get as many as
people
people possible. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like for Uniswap's case, if you interacted with Uniswap before September 1st, then you get an airdrop, which was reasonable because they launched this like 2 days ago.
Correct.
So
it's just more difficult from a protocol that hasn't been built. Like it's more difficult to speculate on their distribution. Like for Rarible, it's easy because like it's an already existing platform with users and transactions. There's obvious, engagement there.
yeah.
Uniswap, same thing. Already built, already used. Obvious engagement there. Here, there's no engagement yet, and they're gonna have to distribute tokens before that. So this is way more difficult to kind of like understand how to best do this.
Yeah, I totally
But
agree.
I guess you could segue into something I stumbled upon by going into their Telegram chat. It's like something on Rarible. Speaking of Rarible,
There we go.
yeah, I found this, which is making the bold claim like they pretty much figured out how Pokeswap's going to distribute their tokens before everyone else. And apparently it's through like samurai, anime
Yeah,
chick.
right. So it says, for those listening, it says Sora. I'm gonna butcher this name, so I'm not gonna say it. But it says born October 17th, 2001. So this is 19-year-old chick, I guess, anime
Sure.
chick.
She's got a longbow.
Yeah, with a long
cool.
bow, and it says twin sister of Yumiko Soromato, second degree black belt in Kyoto. And then it says 100 P-swap tokens usable. So it says usable on on Pokeswap.io after a Pokeswap launch. It will be given to the owner of this NFT upon Sora V2. So
Okay, so yeah,
problem solved, right.
dude. They got 10,000 of these minted, I guess. So
yeah.
10,000 times 100 is what? A billion, probably? No, can't be.
10,000 times 100 is a million.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, because it's 100,000 and then a million. Yeah.
So they're promising a million of the Pokeswap tokens are going to be distributed to these NFT holders, basically.
Well,
whoever the fuck made these,
whoever made this is claiming this. So this could easily be not a part of Pokeswap or Sora or anything.
Yeah.
And it's some guy with his picture, or it could.
Just because, like, I don't know, man. Uniswap did it to the sock holders. If you bought Unis socks, which are actual like real world socks that are like an NFT also represented, I think there's only like 350 in existence. They just had like Uniswap branding, artwork on the socks itself. I don't know who the fuck made them. Like someone from the Uniswap team. Why the fuck is there like an affiliation to that? Maybe they just like appreciated it. They thought it was cool.
Yeah.
Can you pull it up? This thing is like unisocks dot something. Take a look at those bad boys, dude. Unisocks.exchange.
.exchange. Here it
No,
is.
not. There you go. Yeah. Beautiful, dude.
Holy crap.
Whoa, what the fuck? Holy shit, dude.
It says Unisocks Edition 0, $8,919.60.
Wowzers. Okay. So, okay, part of Uniswap's distribution, not only was it for wallet holders, it was for sock holders. And you got 1,000 Uni tokens if you bought one of these pairs of socks, right? So, NFTs, I mean, if Uniswap did it, Pokeswap might do it. So, some genius probably thought that. He's like, you know what? I'm going to make an NFT, put it on Rarible, and I'm going to say, like, you know, that's what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
You cash in like a motherfucker, dude.
So wait a minute. If I go back here, I can buy this 24 ETH.
Yeah, but why would you buy it now? Like
9,461? The hell?
Oh. So now the speculative value of this NFT is just has nothing to do with the airdrops right now. It's just people are aware of these socks and they just want to own a piece of Uniswap lore, I guess, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's where the value comes, because these things started out like probably like $20 or something.
Money laundry. The mechanics of socks trading. At the Fluidity Summit in New York City this past May, the Uniswap team announced limited edition limited edition dynamically priced socks. These socks are represented on the Ethereum blockchain by redeemable ERC20 tokens called socks. Only 500 socks tokens will ever exist.
Interesting.
Dude,
yes.
Were we sleeping hard on this or what?
Of course.
Every socks sold increases the cost of the next, but they can be sold back into the liquidity pool at any time. Thus, a nascent marketplace for socks has sprung up.
Yeah, look at that, dude. $68. Oh man, what a world we live in.
Yeah. Why is this cool? Socks may be tongue-in-cheek, but it's an early example of the use of bonding curves as a price discovery mechanism for physical goods. Any limited edition item from sneakers to concert tickets could be priced this way. At first, we focus on personifying blockchain wallets and generating real-time trading signals off of these personas for high-frequency traders, hedge funds, pop trading shops, and crypto researchers. So visualizing ROI. So our worst performing sock trader purchased one sock for 0.31 ETH and had a 28% loss on their investment in socks.
All right. Well, I don't know.
So so this is just I guess a showcase of the bonding curve connecting to real world assets.
Yeah.
And so people got 1,000 unis because they purchased these socks.
Yeah. So Uniswap team really highly valued the participation in that sock experiment, so they rewarded you for it big time.
So then that correlates to going back to SORA in using their app, funding it, and then probably if you voted on some of their stuff on the platform, then you got more tokens, or you're probably going to get more P-swaps.
Potentially.
Potentially. Yeah, correct. Or you can go all in on this potential scam on, where'd it
Samurai,
go?
Rarible?
Yeah. Yeah, I lost it. Oh, here it is.
Rarible, dude.
Yeah. So yeah, the Samurai.
Or you could just hope to God this is gonna happen, and you can load up on waifus. You know.
Yeah, this doesn't come from Sora. I mean, unless that's what this is, but I don't know, man.
What do you mean? It's got their freaking logo like right there in the back.
Yeah, I suppose.
It's Sora, bro. That's all. Look, there's their address.
Okay, let's copy this.
Okay.
And let's go
I'm
to...
gonna be upset if it's like you're gonna see like $10 million in their wallet, dude.
Yeah, right?
This just got like fucking super loaded. 49,000. 10 ether. So they haven't sold that many of these then. Oh wait, what? Yeah.
Hey, look at that. An ad for CB Dow. That's funny.
Yeah.
Which is doing really bad right now, so...
Yep. I guess not everything Chico touches turns to gold, eh?
Yeah, right. So, what is this? Okay. So, yeah, I mean, they have a bunch of Sora, 350,000. Oh, no, that's not it. They had... 635 Soras, which equates to $49,000 in this ETH address.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't know if this project is associated with...
Yeah, definitely not endorsing it one bit. Just wanted to...
Yeah, we're just investigating to make sure that, this is not something we should be looking at or not.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm not gonna gamble on that, so...
So you know what?
That's
This
not on my
address is being talked about on Reddit and 4chan, dude.
Really?
Yeah. So let's look at Reddit real quick.
Okay.
It says, biggest NFT platform DeFi insurance partner with Andre from Wi-Fi. And so let me do a quick search on this address, and here it is. Had PSwap token listing recently Polkadot project on Rarible.
So this is a Rarible shill post, basically.
Okay, yeah.
But they're using these Sora NFTs as like a shill point. Like, look, even Pokeswap. So this guy's basically stating that the Polkadot or Pokeswap project, like, this is a legit offering,
Yeah.
But
Which there's
you
no
definitely
evidence.
don't want to take the word of a fucking moon poster on Reddit, dude.
Yeah.
Like, that's for sure.
So I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to jump into 4chan.
4chan? Oh, shit, dude. Get ready for the dicks.
Yeah, this is going to be a random roll, guys.
If you have sensitive eyes, dude, don't look.
Yeah, this is it. Oh, one post? It says, I don't want you guys to miss out on this. A waifu NFT that has the utility confirmed in the XOR Telegram.
Confirmed, huh?
Yeah, confirmed. Grab 2, 1 to sell and for profit, and 1 to keep around. When will this POS finally go to 200 and beyond?
It's already beyond 200, so fuck.
No.
What?
No, he's talking about XOR token.
Are you sure? I thought you were talking about the waifu.
No, dude.
Okay. See, he said, you fucking idiot, don't sell the waifu. That's your claim to 100 PSwaps. Dude.
Which is next to 1000x. Of course, everything's 1000x, dude.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm still not risking it on that one.
Yeah, I wouldn't risk it so far. 1 ETH, $400 for this risk.
Fuck.
I mean, yeah, it's not the end of the world, but also shit. I don't know, man. I'm not liking it.
Yeah, me either. Anyways, that is what it is. If you want to do your own research and take that gamble, you're more than welcome to. Let us know how it went for you guys in the comments.
So yeah, let us know. So we want to talk about Plasm.
Oh, okay. So now, we know what we just talked about. We missed the Ethereum DeFi bubble, basically. So now we're anticipating the next wave of this is going to happen on Polkadot, right?
Okay.
Would you agree?
For sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, just because it's essentially the same product, but a much more user-friendly, much more Yeah, it's all about the user experience, dude. No longer is everyone going to be bitching about gas
Mm-hmm.
if you're interacting with like Polkadot DeFi products. So yeah, Plasm caught my eye basically for this hilarious
Oh, because of
the
Flamingo,
lock
right?
drop. Because of what?
Was it Lockdrop or was it the Flamingo?
No, this is completely different. Okay, if
Okay.
you want to talk, well, let's talk Plasm first, just because there's an active. It's
Oh,
called a lock drop, dude. But the way, from my understanding, these guys have figured out, or like pioneering decentralizing, like token sales, like pre-sales, or like ICOs. You know what I mean?
okay. Okay, so it says Lockdrop participants can claim PLM tokens here. So Plasma tokens.
Okay.
Okay, and then it says introduction. Lockdrop is a new, low-risk economic incentivization mechanism using opportunity costs rather than legal tender or assets as collateral. Plasma Network uses the mechanism to issue tokens with monetary value. This section explains the Plasma Network token issuance mechanism. Lockdrop was first conceived by Edgeware, something that Chico Crypto has talked about.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And the implementation of the Plasma Network is an expansion of this. The native token used on the Plasma Network is PLM and pronounced Plum.
Oh, okay.
Plum will only calculate. Wait, Plum will only calculate from the 15th decimal place and truncate any numbers below that. For more information regarding the role of Plum, please refer to the Plum token economics section. So how it
Cool.
works, it says you, and then it says lock your assets for X days into a lock drop contract audited by Quant Stamp. I've heard of them before. You've heard of them, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
And then it says withdraw your assets after X days, and then you get your Plum tokens, your
Yeah.
plums.
So let's go look at the interface of staking. See how that looks.
Where's this at?
I guess back where that ticker was.
Oh, here it is.
I don't know. Click on that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, this is it. Oh, so there's a disclaimer.
So
Interesting.
I want to see if you're American. Nope. U.S.
No KYC, dude. What the fuck are they gonna do to enforce that?
All right.
This is what I mean by that. This is decentralized ICOs, dude. Like government, fuck off, dude. I think this could kickstart like a whole new wave of token launches. You know what I mean?
Okay, so we clicked on, I guess, a place to lock up some funds here. See, man, that's to me first off, like right off the bat, sketch. That's
What is?
just locking funds.
Oh yeah,
It's like
it's
it's like
terrifying.
it's like hex, you know.
True.
Like
It's terrifying,
I'm
dude.
already like put off by that, but I'm not so put off where I can't investigate it, right? So it says Plasm Network Lockdrop. Lockdrop is a new token distribution mechanism that emphasizes on low risk and fairness to its users. For more details, check out this article. So first Lockdrop, Plasm ETH Lock. It says lock starts March 14th, 2020 and ends April 13th, 2020. Second Lockdrop starts August 30th, ends September 29th.
So that's the one we're in currently.
And then Dusty Lock Drop, Dusty ETH Lock, and Dusty BTC Lock. Oh, man.
Not sure what that means.
All right, so let's look at the next
Let's look
one.
at this. Well, okay.
Okay, so we're going to look at Dusty ETH Lock. Oh, Lock Drop has ended. Total locked value 0 ETH. So I'm connecting my MetaMask. Oh, I'm not connected to Ropsten. Okay, so that makes no
I say,
sense.
yeah, screw that one. Let's look at the current one. That's the one of interest.
So the current one.
Second lock drop.
Second one. All right, here it comes. Oh, interesting. So there's 10 more days until their funds get go back into your wallet, right?
No, this 10 more days to basically lock your ETH into their contract, and then from there is where the lock begins. I think.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so
So
this is the Lockdrop from Ethereum. This uses Web3 injection, so you must access this page with a dApp browser or extension installed in order for this to work properly. If you find any errors or find issues, please contact the Plasm team regarding the audit by Quantstamp. Click here for details. Okay, I want to read that.
not on here,
No,
dude.
not on
This
here. For
that's boring
sure.
as fuck.
Yeah.
But just know it's got the quant stamp of approval, so it's at least been audited.
Okay,
So these
so
are your time locks right here.
damn, 1,000 days, dude.
Yeah, dude. But look what happens. I'll put in like an ETH first so you can see the difference in allocation.
Sample. So how much?
I guess let's just put one, right?
And then let's do
See
30
how-
days.
Yeah.
The rate is 24x. What does that mean?
I don't fucking know.
The rate is 24x. 100 days, 100x.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you get that much. Wow.
360, 1,000, 1,600.
Whoa, dude.
That doesn't make sense. 1,600x of what?
Well, that's how many, like, whatever allocation you get for one ETH, let's call that 1x. So if you stake for 1,000 days, you're going to get 1,600 times that amount. You know what I mean?
Dude, that's so sketch.
Look at the Lockdrop calculator on the left. You see it?
Oh, yeah. Here.
On the toolbox? Let's look at that. It's probably better. Okay, dude. Here we go.
Okay, so
Number of ETH locking. Just go down. Right there.
number
Let's
ETH
do
locking.
one.
Okay, we do one. And we're doing 30 days. Okay. That's
Why
it.
isn't it showing? Oh, it is. Your return is estimated to be 4,119 PLMs. Plums. There you go.
So
No.
is this already a trading token or not?
No, it's not. Because it hasn't been airdropped yet. That's how you have to wait for your airdrops, right?
Okay.
So this is how they're going to distribute your tokens. Like, the whole public pool is only going to be given to people who are willing to stake their Ethereum into their smart contract, basically.
Hmm.
That's it. Just like how we're trying to figure out how Pokeswap is going to distribute their tokens, these guys have their own model.
Yeah.
It's literally put your money where your fucking mouth is, or else you're not getting these tokens. You know what I mean? So I think the model is perfectly fine. It's obviously very risky, but there has to be a ton of due diligence as far as the legitimacy of this project goes.
Okay.
You know?
All right. So so let's look at this from 10,000 foot view. So we're looking at Plasm, and Plasm is sort of like a scalability platform on
Okay.
Polkadot.
Correct.
So on the scalability platform, they have a PLM token called Plum for Plasm, and they're trying to airdrop that token to people who, I guess in this specific case, stake Ethereum within their smart contract.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so is there a smart contract address that we can look at? How many let's go back in here. How much
Scroll
Ethereum
down.
is locked into
Hold on.
this?
It's right there. Global locks.
Holy shit. Yeah, now I get it. 74,000 Ethereum locked into this.
45,988 locks. Those are basically how many participants there are, I guess. Or maybe people are using multiple wallets to make different locks. I don't know.
Huh. Lock
But
tokens and then unlock tokens. What is this? No locks. Please lock some ETH.
so this is like an activity
shit.
feed?
I think it is. Hold
Oh,
on.
cool.
Hold on. It says lock address. It says lock
Dude, that
and block
motherfucker locked 50 ETH, dude.
for 30 days.
Yeah, so what would you do, dude? I think I would do the 30-day risk.
Oh yeah, I mean
I wouldn't risk for what this guy did, 100 days. Because see the difference, dude. Go back. Oh my
20,
God.
1,000 days.
But yeah, he
Dude, you
put a
could
small
easily
amount.
forget this.
Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it turns out to be it's either dust or fucking gold, dude.
I mean, one ETH
That's
is
the
not
way everything is,
it's
right?
not the end of the world with one ETH, right?
Exactly. But for one ETH, you get 1600x potential.
1,600 plums, I would imagine, right?
No, not 1600 plums. Like, go back to the calculator.
Oh yeah,
Scroll
yeah,
up.
that's right.
Scroll up.
Yeah.
And just change. Okay. Well,
So
this
this
isn't the
this is not the
calculator.
calculator. So go back
Yeah. Let's see.
and
Okay, so right now it's 4100 plums for 30 days. Now let's hit 1,000 days. Let's see what this guy pretty much bought himself because he staked one ETH. Wow,
200
274,000.
274,000
But he's
one
not gonna
ETH.
get any of them for 1,000 days, dude. What do you think about that?
That's crazy, man.
Pretty interesting, huh?
So how many? That's about less than 3 years.
So what does this mean? Why would they do this? Let's think about that. What does this mean when like everyone's got their money staked for like a long amount of time? There's not much sell pressure, right? Because everyone's literally locked into this shit. Like they can't dump their tokens. At least not these guys. Because the majority of the tokens are being allocated, I think, to the long holders, right? The 1,000 day people. Correct?
Yeah,
Just based off of this, 274,000 plums is going to this guy who locked a one ETH. That's it.
yeah.
So the majority of the ETH is being spent on like 30-day lockups,
Have you
most
seen
likely.
Have you seen tokenomics for plums yet?
What, no, what do you mean?
Well, I want to see like the max supply and all that.
Oh, I don't think that information is even out there yet, dude. Like,
Damn.
but I
See,
think it's can't we potentially like calculate it? Like we have one ETH here locked, and this is the amount of plums that are going to be distributed for one ETH. So can't you just like multiply this by?
no,
No.
you can't. I mean, it depends on how much ETH people are staking. I mean,
Yeah,
because
you would have to do like some deep dive.
see, let's see how much this guy did. 50 ETH for 30 days. So 50 ETH times, let's say a $400 price, that's $20,000.
What the hell's alpha value? The value of the token?
Alpha tokens locked 1 ETH duration bonus. You
There's,
return.
it
See,
says Plasm Network alpha value up there on token information. Up, scroll up a little bit, right there.
alpha value 0.44. So let's assume that's in dollars, right? Yeah, because look, it says 11,000. Shit, am I frozen? Dude. God damn it. Hold on.
Okay, you probably have to edit that one out. That was
Yeah.
weird.
Freaking laptop, man. But it says
Okay.
0.44 and this is 11,054 USD for 1 BTC, 384 for 1 ETH. So
Well, that's just the current valuation of Bitcoin and ETH, right?
no, I know, but it's in USD, right? And so I'm
Yeah.
assuming this is going to be in USD because
So okay,
there's some mistakes here. It says U return is estimated to be
you're right, dude.
right. So I'm
So
seeing like some errors which they forgot to add USD here. So I'm assuming 44 cents times 274,000.
yeah, that's an absurd amount of money. It's basically like 100 grand, 150 grand, something like that.
120 grand, yeah.
Yeah. So they're telling you, oh man, this is fucking weird, dude.
Toggle custom exchange rate. Let's see this. What is this? Input token exchange rate? Oh. Oh, wait a minute. So 0.044. What does this do? That doesn't do anything. Yeah, this doesn't make any sense, dude.
This does feel very hexy to me.
It does feel hexy.
extremely hexy. But the point, fuck, dude. So is there like a another thing that's hilarious is the Plasm Network's like docs page looks exactly like XDAI. So we're kind of seeing like it could either be like a template that like multiple projects are using for their docs, or it's like a clear copy pasta ripoff to try and make themselves look legitimate. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
Agreed or
yeah, I
disagreed?
mean, I wouldn't look at the documents as copy pasta so much, because this is sort of like standard protocol and what developers would expect.
Okay.
Even if you go out of the cryptocurrency ecosystem, docs look like this.
So let's look at their landing page then, website.
Okay.
Let's actually find out. Let's do some actual fundamental analysis, like who's the team, what kind of partners they got. Do they have like big investors or not? Because Hex for sure was not any of that. Hex was Richard Hart, some like YouTube personality guy.
Yeah, on the website it said Pumpamentals.
Yeah, he was not backed by VCs. Like nobody was willing to stake their reputation on this motherfucking guy,
Yeah.
because it's clearly like some scammy shit. So let's see about these guys.
So it's open source, so that's a good thing.
And that's another differentiator. Hex was like the whole purpose of Hex was supposed to be like some. It's supposed there. All it is a way for people to make money. Like that's what Hex is. This is supposed to be like an actual like infrastructure add-on for Polkadot. You know what I mean?
So it says for trading, are you interested in getting PLM tokens or Plum tokens? You can start from our Lockdrop. So that's, if you're trading, that's how you get Plum tokens.
Okay. Ooh, Akala. We're gonna talk
Kala.
about Akala here next.
Yes. Long Hash, Crypto Economics Lab, Web3 Foundation grants program.
Wow, really?
Well, they got a grant. I don't know if that means that they're getting like, other than like endorsement from Web3.
Yeah, I don't know how liberal Web3 is with their grants, but
Let's look at the timeline.
regardless, huh?
The timeline, our development timeline, it says
Oh,
launch Plasm Network minimum testnet.
okay.
So their
Mini
MVP,
plasms.
so Q3 2019, so that should be out.
That's a fucking year ago, dude.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Launch Plasm Network testnet version 3, Q4, 20 Q1, start the mainnet lock drop.
So that
Damn.
was the first one, which is over.
And launch Plasm Network mainnet.
Okay.
Okay, so becomes a parachain, so Q3, so we're in the middle of that. And then Q4 2020 completed the Plasma Network version 2. All the features described in the white paper are available. All lock drops have been terminated with real-time lock drop. The network is controlled autonomously and decentralized, also parachained and connected to Polkadot. Dude. So, wait a minute. If I'm reading this right, then if you don't lock your funds up within this time frame, then you're not, that's it. There's no more locking, right?
Yeah, those are the only two locking opportunities
Oh
to get
shit.
your.
You're gonna make me FOMO in or what?
I'm just saying, dude. Like, I'm just saying. So we got to figure out. We got to recognize that we got 10 days to like pull the trigger, yes or no, on is this like a legitimate
God damn it, dude.
like
Why are you doing this to me,
like
man?
as far as Plasm goes, like we gotta actually like look at the white paper. Does it make sense? Like, is there? We gotta find the code. You know what I mean? Like, because that's what I'm saying. This isn't hex in the sense that they're just creating a money making scheme. They're trying to create an actual technology here. Is it a valuable technology?
Yeah.
All this is like how they're distributing their tokens. Like that's okay. I'm perfectly fine with this. If it means you can get around like United States regulations and shit, like I'm all for this, dude. Like, come on, like haven't you always wanted to participate like in a ICO? Basically, this is what this is, man. Potentially, or it's just one giant rug pull waiting to happen. You feel me?
Yeah, for sure. Damn. I mean, what's the harm in locking it for 30 days just to be involved, right?
Yeah, I think. But the thing is, the majority of people the majority of people are going to think exactly the same as you. So they're gonna lock the most amount of ETH for 30 days. Like I bet you 80% of the locked ETH is for a 30-day lock. I bet. I'm
Yeah.
just speculating here. So what does that mean? But that they're not gonna. That means the remaining 20% of the ETH is locked up are for future lock drops dates. But that's where the majority of the plum is. It's in those later dates. So there shouldn't be that much sell pressure, right? I don't know.
I see where you're going with this. So you're saying that because most of
The plum
the plum is going to be locked
locked
for so long,
for at least longer than 30 days, right?
then the sell
Because
pressure isn't there, and therefore the price is up.
the price should go up. So in a way, it seems a little like manipulated from like an economics perspective. Like they're manipulating the supply intentionally to drive up the demand over time. What do you
And
think?
so I guess a lot of this decision making comes down to reading through that audit.
True.
Because if the audit is clean,
All the audit tells you is whether or not like you should trust the staking contract. That's it. It doesn't tell you anything about whether or not like these plums will have any like is it like XDAI?
so what you're saying is we should lock up one ETH for 1,000 days.
I'm not saying that at all, dude. The hell? Fuck no, dude. I was thinking more. I was thinking when I found this, I was like, I'm gonna lock 4 ETH for 30 days. And that's it. And I'm gonna hope this thing makes like an XDAI type run where XDAI started at like a million market cap and ended up at like 100 million. You know, I'm
Yeah,
hoping
I see.
because this project looks a lot like XDAI in that sense. I don't know whether or not it's gonna have that much use case though, because I don't even know what it is still, like from a technology perspective.
Yeah,
I know what XDAI is. I know it's a layer two.
Ethereum.
Yeah, and the purpose of it is to solve Ethereum's scaling problems, which is a massive problem. So I see the value in XDAI and stake. You know, this I don't know the
Damn.
problem they're solving yet.
Look at this, dude.
Wow, 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 wow,
195 ETH.
wow,
Let's
wow,
look this
wow.
up.
So then, okay, yeah, I see exactly.
195.
53 million.
53 million
So there has to be
plums.
like tens or hundreds of billions of these tokens, right?
It has to be.
Yeah,
If
see,
it's
I don't like
if
that.
it's 100 billion, that means the token is worth like 0.0001.
Yeah, but apparently it's not. Apparently it's worth 0.44 according to the alpha value.
There's no fucking way, dude.
Yeah, it's impossible. That's
You're not
impossible.
gonna make what is that? $23 million.
Okay, let's spec. So okay, we can't. No, we can't. Fuck. Hmm.
So
Let's just
23
say let's say it's a billion, right?
195, hold on, times $400. That's 78,000 bucks that this guy locked up for 1,000 days.
Yep,
So this guy's chilling regardless, right?
100%. But he's willing to take the fucking gamble, dude.
Yeah, 78 grand and lock it up for two
Th-
and three
3 years?
quarters,
Was that 3 years?
almost 3 years.
Yeah, dude.
That's
Like,
crazy, man. Think about that. That's crazy.
yeah, he's hoping like
This is the
in,
ultimate yield farm right here.
he's hoping in 3 years that's like his retirement, dude.
Yeah.
That 70K or whatever is going to be like 7 million potentially. You know?
And this is just one guy getting 53 million tokens.
Yeah.
Plums.
Mm-hmm. So what do you think, dude? All in?
I mean,
This is
one.
definitely like I said, we got 10 days, dude, to figure this bitch out. I think we can't sleep on it and like just discredit it just because of how sketchy it looks. uh,
let's do one ETH
30 days.
for 1,000 days just to see 274. Okay, so if this guy makes like you're saying $7 million with 53 million, dude, this is chump change, dude.
Think so?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, it probably is. It's probably like
like
a
$1,000.
couple $1,000. I don't know. Fuck if I know, dude.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. So 1600x, we still haven't figured out what this number is. 1600x of what?
Of tokens, dude. That's the multiple.
So okay,
So then, yeah.
if we divide 274,000 divided by 1600.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. 274,000. That's 171 tokens. So if
Okay,
if that's the case, then if we do 30 days,
correct.
and so that's 24x, so we get 4,119. Divide that by 24. It's 171 token. 171.
Same number.
Same number, yeah.
So that's the rate.
So
I don't know why they don't have that somewhere on here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's the rate.
They
yeah.
made us work extra hard to figure that out, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Dude, come on. Just tell us 1 ETH equals 171 plumes. And then the multiple makes a lot more sense from that, given that starter information. So now we know. We figured it out for you guys.
So 171 plums. Damn, this is hard, dude. But I mean, locking up for 30 days to participate, it's not a big deal. It's not a huge. It's not a huge risk. This is not investment advice, by the way.
No.
We're just trying to figure out, like, how do we participate in this stuff so that, we get the airdrops in the same way that Uniswap did.
True that.
So,
this one you don't have to speculate at all. This is the only way to do it.
Well, this is the only way to do it, unless you build stuff using Plasma Network, and then I'm sure you're getting airdrops too. Just because it said here on their website, where was it? How do you get involved? How can you help us? So for developing, for learning, for trading, and for everyone, please consider joining our community. Hackathons, spread the word. You don't have to know anything about blockchain as long as you love freedom, dude.
Yeah, it's a little, I don't know about that.
Our docs, white paper, and interact with our Plasm network client.
Holy shit, what a fucking world we're in, dude.
So here's a client. Oh, it's popping up my Polkadot wallet.
Oh, I didn't know you had one.
Yeah, it's right here.
Very nice, very nice.
It says, yes, allow this application to process. All right, we're in, dude. All right, so this is confirmed Polkadot project.
What, Plasm?
Yeah.
What the fuck's it doing, though?
Chain info, block details, forks, and node info.
What the hell's happening here, dude? So Plasm is a blockchain then, because it's processing blocks, correct?
That's what it appears. Recent blocks, yeah. So last block, target is 10 seconds. Let's see.
Fuck.
So it's been 1 million blocks already. Uh-oh, it went past. Uh-oh. It's late, dude. Oh, wait. He just added one.
Yeah, there's some lag there for some reason. Okay, weird.
Settings, developer.
Hold on. Total issuance, 6.368 G plume? What is that?
Gigaplumes? That's 6 million?
I don't know. What do you mean issuance, dude? I thought these things didn't work yet. Or they didn't exist, I mean.
Well.
Oh, fuck my life, dude.
God damn it, man. Well, you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. 2 human beings trying to figure out blockchain.
Yeah. So this is what we're going to be doing, dude. This is like a live deep dive into this type of shit, we're not endorsing anything we talk about because we don't know what the hell we're talking about.
Yeah,
We're trying
we
to
don't
figure
know
out.
for sure. We don't know.
We're just finding things to go into these dives. Hopefully our thought processes become valuable to anybody. And the only way it will is if the things we talk about end up being like useful. Like we haven't determined if this is like a yes or no.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Do we have to make a full yes or no in order to add value to like our
I
discussion?
I think in terms of personal risk, I normally wouldn't do this, but I think for the sake of science, I wouldn't mind risking 1 ETH for 30 days.
Mm.
Just to see what people are working on, because I don't understand. You know what? This is a call to the Plasm team to come on the podcast so we can ask questions and understand like what is going on.
That would be cool. That would be pretty cool.
And then walk us through your application, like what it's for. And if it's developer centric, I mean, we're kind of, we do speak to the developer community to a certain extent.
A little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Well, I guess we can move on from this. How long have we been on?
So about an hour and a half. So I think we should cut it.
Okay, we'll save Akala for another day.
Yeah, we'll talk about Akala next time.
Okay.
Because that one's more interesting and probably not a short term decision.
Yeah, that one's like not even like I'm not sure if they're gonna have an ICO or not, but it's like not even in that phase yet. Like
right.
So there's still some time left, but Akala is definitely on my radar. Just for the sense that like what we just talked about earlier, DeFi is a proven thing with huge demand. So we're assuming Polkadot is going to solve a lot of Ethereum's issues with it and like make the user experience better. So it's natural to try and figure out the best DeFi products on the Polkadot ecosystem.
That's right. That's right.
What I found so far, Kala might be it. So, I mean, we'll go into that on our next episode.
Yeah, for sure. And thank you guys for listening. And we'll be for sure always coming back next week. I think we have a roundtable coming up in a couple of hours, but I think I probably will be busy. I got a million things to do today and not enough hours to do them. So,
yeah, I say like if you can, just join maybe like one or two of those daily.
Yeah, I tried those daily ones. I want to get. So how long have they been? 30 minutes or less?
No, they end up being about an hour.
Okay, well, I'll jump in, but I can only stay for a few minutes just because of all the other things I got to do. But I definitely want to join like this moon talk because this shit is interesting.
Yeah, like we could talk about all this. I mean, in Decentraland as well, you know, because everyone's interested in that. Everyone's trying to make money, right? So
yeah, for sure.
Moon talk is cool. And for those of y'all listening, you don't know what the fuck we're talking about. We go in. We're Decentraland, fucking hardcore mode, and we go into the actual metaverse and
have conversations.
We have these Zoom calls like displayed at a location
in the world.
In the world, in Decentraland, and all of our avatars are there, and we're just kind of geeking out together.
Yeah,
basically. So if you want to join along,
yeah, the link will be in the description for sure.
To what?
To the location where we normally have those, and then
okay, cool.
So it'll be in the description, but to find out when we have those, the Discord link will be in the description as well.
That's right. All right, and follow our socials and stuff.
Yeah, so at the Block Runner and at Meta and that's about it. And make sure you like and subscribe and comment on this specifically YouTube video to see if this is interesting. If you want us to expose newer content, let us know, because personally, this is what I like to do. I like to research. I like to figure out what's going on, and I want to be there before the dumb money gets in. So if you like that, let 100%. Us know. And then we'll be back next week.
That's what's up. And one last look before we leave at Uni. How's it doing? All right, right back down.
Yeah, right back down.
Top top CAC, dude.
Yeah.
All right. I'm still looking to load up at a lower price. I'm like, this isn't the end of Uniswap. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Okay. All right, guys. Appreciate it, and we'll see you next week.
All right. Later.